so real and so pressing for so many parents out there.
We're living it.
Let's say you have missed the camp deadline, or you don't have the money for camp, or you're not interested in sending your kids to camp. What do you do with your kids all summer long? Summer can be very daunting for a lot of parents out there.
You better believe it. And we've got 7 between the two of us under the age of 7, and we have planned nothing yet.
Not on purpose. It's just, it's like,
it just kind of happens.
It's like, oh, we'll get to it, and it hasn't gotten to it. So now we're like, okay, here we go. So we thought we would help the last-minute mom, and the mom who is sitting there, who has 7 kids and doesn't want to send every kid, or one,
for goodness sakes.
And we have a few fun tips, and there's like, here's a disclaimer: our backyard does not look this pristine or clean. This is TV ready.
Mom truth, we are not Pinterest moms.
Yeah, mom truth. This is like, you know, we are just making it by. So here we go. We're going to give you guys some great tips.
This is camp in the backyard.
We want the real tips, because we're all going through it, and you're trying to get through your day in 10-minute increments.
Yes,
you got it. It makes sense to have all these activities that are super easy. So let's start with arts and crafts.
Okay, can we give one tip? If you can find a neighbor, a mom, someone else who's doing it with you, you guys can alternate houses. So it kind of gives you a day break. And if you get a rhythm going, then when you're together, the kids begin to play. We always say more the better, because they kind of go off on their own. So these are kind of activities that you don't have to always host. It's kind of like, go have fun, like put it out in the backyard, and hopefully you can get a cup of coffee while they're playing and keeping them entertained.
You don't always have to supervise, because this will keep them busy.
So that's the first thing. Find someone, if you can find someone you like in your neighborhood, and just do it together. That's a really great way to start.
The more kids, the merrier, believe it or not.
It's true. The more kids, the merrier.
They have lots of friends.
So just get, sidewalk chalk is huge, amazing. And it takes them so long to make designs, and they can make games for the older kids. Don't be afraid of getting dirty. I mean, as moms, you kind of are like, oh God, when the paint comes out, you're like, oh no, oh no. You cringe, but put them in their bathing suits and let them have at it, right? The dollar store has some amazing, like this is from the dollar store, masks, and this is like that ball game. So
look at how much fun I'm having.
Oh
my gosh.
The whole point.
No, but honestly, my 5-year-old daughter would go crazy over this. So it's a good 20 minutes of decorating. Then another 10 minutes of playing the game of Lion.
And our older kids have just gotten into this whole show thing where they put on shows and they recruit the older kids. So find kids of different age ranges. You're winning. I mean, they basically make a camp amongst themselves. So that's another tip. Find different ages.
The next one is, a lot of these kids need to stay active. We want to keep them moving, because if they're playing sports or they're running for a scavenger hunt, then they're burning off energy. So maybe they'll fall asleep earlier, and the day will end earlier. So we say, like, put a sports section, play ball, frisbees,
and these don't hurt. So if they kick, I mean, our 4-year-olds are like, whoa, like kicking it hard. So if it nails the baby, it's not going to hurt. I just mean
the baby's okay with it at this point.
It's not going to hurt the baby.
The baby's been roughed up a little, so it's okay.
When there's a lot of kids, you got to go for something softer, so you're not dealing. You're gonna have crime, but try get things that don't.
Set up little relay races, anything that they can all do as a team together that will keep them busy.
And throw a sprinkler on a dodgeball, whip the balls at each other. That way, I mean, it's
That's the best fun. Think about our summers growing up. We whipped balls at each other.
You whipped balls. And I'm gonna guarantee that every mom has a ball in their backyard, and if they don't, get the balls, because even the babies love the balls. So it is a huge. And if you want to get a little more, a little more experience, you get like the racket sports. If you have older kids, you can take this to the beach or whatever you want to do.
The beach. That sounds lovely.
And then a do-it-yourself scavenger hunt. Don't you make lists and they find it in 2 seconds. Hide these around the garden. Again, you can get these at like the dollar store.
Oh, that's a smart idea.
And then they find them different. They can do colors. They can count. I mean, if you want to be like the really good mom,
educational.
They can count them and color them and do all of that. So you can go, and the little guys can plan these too.
It's so fun.
Now the other thing you always think about is snacks.
Exactly. Snacks, and also hydrating them, right? Because it's been so hot lately. It's going to be hot this summer.
Let's move on to this.
And a mom tip. This is Natalie's forte. She actually loves making food pretty. I don't. I kind of I cut them in pieces, but Natalie does this regularly.
I feel like when you put fruit on sticks, they're dying to eat. It's like they think it's a lollipop or something. I gave my son some watermelon earlier today, and then he saw this, and he's like, I want that.
I want that.
Same thing, babe. But you know what? Whatever they like. The other one is DIY fruit kebabs.
Smart.
So this is
they
they make it themselves.
Yes.
Put some broccoli in there.
Yeah, that's what
You got it. This is what I need to do.
Yeah, they love it.
Asparagus.
They go crazy for it.
They love that.
And it's not. You can also get the cookie cutter. And cut out the water. They can make an activity that they can eat. It kills time.
Yeah.
And it's
all about killing time.
Really terrible. I love my kids a lot, but it actually just helps. It gives them an activity.
We also want to make sure they're always drinking a lot of water. So what we did here is when we gutted out the watermelon, we just put a bunch of watermelon in here, so it's flavored water. So they want to drink more and more. And all of that is just one watermelon,
and if you get a jug again from the dollar store that they can do themselves, holy cow, put it outside, and they love to do anything themselves, right?
Yes.
That's a big thing.
This is a fun activity too because it takes a long time. So you get them to fill up these popsicles, wait for them to freeze, and then they get so excited a few hours
and you can
later.
put healthy stuff in there if you want, or you can put like a straight up juice box, whatever, yogurt, whatever you like.
A lot of moms complain about not being able to get enough water in their kids. I think that's a brilliant idea. And I like the pretty fruit too better.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you have mums over, you kind of look like I got it together.
Look at this, Mom. Okay, now let's talk about water. A certain producer on City Line used to get her little girl to paint the backyard fence with water.
That's genius.
This is amazing. And then when it was dry, she'd start painting it all over again.
We need to
think about this activity. Kids love water.
Yeah, they love water. And this is a water balloon that you keep filling up. You fill it with water, and then you could make like targets on the fence, and they could throw and try to hit it, or they could hit each other. Water guns.
We call them water shooters.
Water shooters.
Let's be PC, people.
And for the little guys, just fill up a bucket and throw stuff in there, and then they can kids just like to get wet, right?
They like to get wet.
Like even the babies will just sit there and play. It's all about just putting stuff. You can even get old pots and pans and fill them up. That is it's not about being fancy, guys.
Water balloons, just if they're wet,
water balloons are a really fun one too.
Also bubbles.
Bubble shooters. Gosh,
that's minutes and minutes of fun. So you get them going. I love the fact that they do their own thing now. You don't even have to blow them
anymore. And if you have older kids, you get the machine and they get to activate it, and then the little guys go crazy. So it's all about age ranges.
I think we need to move into mom guilt. We need to carry on, and we need to keep learning and keep reading. Okay.
Let's educate the children.
Okay. Let's keep it going.
We'll go on this side so we can all share the tent.
So this is a sweet little teepee. Where's the teepee from?
I think this one's from Indigo actually, but you can get them online. Yeah, this is from Indigo, and it's just a little reading nook. If you don't even have to have a tent, but you can just put out pillows. And we subscribe to an app called Uka Island, which is a reading-based app, which I know we've talked about before. And if you just do, I know there's a great debate on screen time, but it actually does facilitate
teaches them to read.
So over the summer, if you want to give them an app that you don't feel guilty about, this is something that we really
and they love it. They feel like they're playing a game, and it actually teaches them how to read. And you get report cards at the end of the week. And there is something that's called the summer slide, which is a statistical reality that the kids actually do lose some of their learning if they go idle for 2 months. So if you can get them on Uka Island, like 30 minutes, 3 times a week.
We don't know how to teach our kids to read, so this one's a huge one for us. And on a side note, my son was playing in my daughter's profile and was getting them all wrong, and they sent me a note saying, just so you know, your daughter's slipping in this area, you might want to help her. And I was like, what? And it was actually my son playing.
My kids are on Uka as well, because if they're going to be on a tablet or a computer, can you please learn something?
Yes. Agree. Not just mindless.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is cute, and they're in the shade, which is awesome.
Put little pillows, get them cozy, go in there.
And we are writing a blog post on our website so everyone can find what we did. We're going to actually write it so people can go back and see what they had.